Every time you complain that it's not over yet, I add a stage.
No, please, sir. I'd rather take the lashes.
Welcome, I'm Araknie, and this is Ghost Pilots, a very long shoot 'em up that will really take you for an incredible ride. But it's not varied enough to justify its length. This is one of those cases where I would prefer a shorter title but having 20 different planes to try with different attack patterns. This is a bit too static for my tastes. Let's also quickly roll it back to the story. See this animation? Well, you try and figure out anything out from that. I ain't Vati. I can come up with anything according to what I'm seeing. I mean, you get attacked in your base and so it's immediately war against an entire army. That's the best I can do. In this game, if you play alone, you control one plane and go around somewhere killing all these other planes. Some more realistic, others clearly more silly. There's 15 stages. A couple have even mid-bosses. Others are long as heck. But this title initially titillated my curiosity by having choices, like the starting selection of your bomb item. You know, the classic limited amount button 2 special that destroys everything in a specific range. Also the possibility to go a different route or another. I thought this game had replayability. Oh, silly me. Instead, it's just the same playthrough. You first select a route, then you do the other, and also get to choose other special weapons later on. You'll get to it later, and it's a pretty long one, sitting at close to 1 hour and a half. Usually these affairs get to 50 minutes to 1 hour in very fringe cases. Never seen a shmup go so over the hour mark. I'm fine with any length of game if there's enough variety. Here, that's lacking. You have the same main weapon all the time and you lose all upgrades if you die. Not retaining it, not even getting one level lower, all of it gone. In a game where one shot kills ya, that's too much. Especially since the game doesn't do anything with its level design. How cold it? You only have one main weapon? Nobody will drop anything new to experiment with. They couldn't do much with that notion. Even enemy-wise, you're gonna be surprised at the variety for the first 5 stages and then be annoyed at it for the other 10. I want to like it much more than I do, but the arcade itself doesn't allow me so. It's a pity because they seriously went above and beyond in terms of the visuals. I mean, for 1991, every stage looks different, they don't reuse backgrounds, and they constantly scroll and move forward towards new things until the end. I feel like they even spent a lot of time getting all the backgrounds right that they had to rush making the actual gameplay. I'm just not accepting that making a game this long with this little variety in it was on purpose. I don't wanna believe it. Please never link me an interview that explains how the developers wanted Ghost Pilots to always be like this. Please, don't do this to me. Musically, it was really weird for me. It starts out pretty weak, the tracks were just lacking a bit of oomph with all the action that was going on. It gets marginally better by level 5 and 6, but still not acceptable levels. Not after Axelay, that's our new benchmark for this specific genre. Suddenly there's a streak of goodness by 7, 8 and 9, and that I thought it was ramping up to an ending. This is the silly me of the past that thought that level 9 was gonna be the last one. No, it drops down in quality again because it starts reusing music from level 1 and it does it in sequential order. There's no rhyme or reason, no theme, no musical storytelling. That's a huge pity for me since I value a good OST very high in my scale. In all media, not just games. I want to say it deserves more, but Ghost Pilots feels like the perfect example of a 6.5 out of 10 game. It's decent, but it can never be genuinely good. It's just enough for it to be a compelling first play. But when you have seen all it has to offer, you won't want to touch it anymore. If you wanna see me play the games that I will review plus some extra stuff, catch me on Twitch at Araknie Retro. It's my natural habitat, you see. Until next time, ciao ciao!